Hi everybody, Matt here with Dutch Oven a Day, and today I am making a family favorite recipe that's been passed down for at least a couple generations. We're making awesome, amazing marbled brownies.
Marble brownies in a Dutch oven? I love it!
So in my mixing bowl I've got 1 cup, that's 2 sticks of delicious butter. Alright, and I've let that rise to room temperature, get nice and soft. And on low, we're going to go ahead and add to that sugar. Woo! We're getting 3 cups of sugar to the butter. I said it was good, I didn't say it was good for you. So once the butter and sugar are thoroughly combined, we're going to add 4 eggs. About 1 at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're going to let those mix thoroughly into the batter. And then we'll add a little bit of vanilla. So we go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Let that mix in thoroughly, and then we're going to go ahead and stop the mixer. And we're going to go ahead and scrape the bowl. So we scrape the sides of the bowl and the bottom. We do this to make sure that anything that's stuck to the sides is actually going to get mixed in, and we don't just have a big thick fat layer of butter on the side. And that'll kind of throw off our recipe. Alright, so now we're going to assemble our dry team. We've got 1 cup of flour to it. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder. Sorry for reaching across the camera. We're going to add our 2nd cup of flour. Then we'll take this on over carefully. I like having my dry ingredients on a paper plate, as you've noticed, because it's easy to just kind of funnel it and tip it into our mixer. So the mixer's back on, and we're just going to gently add in our dry ingredients, just a little bit at a time, to let them mix into the batter. Again, make sure everything's getting mixed. We go ahead and scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl. Hey, could you go get my Dutch oven off the back porch? Now we're going to lube up our Dutch oven. Got the leftover butter stick, or the paper that the butter sticks were wrapped in. Usually, there's just enough butter left over to grease your pan. See all that wonderful golden deliciousness. Now that we've got everything ready, you might think, vanilla brownies? Not quite. We're going to take half of our batter, and we're just going to kind of make globs around. Doesn't have to be perfect. You'll see why in a few. They can touch, they can not touch.
Are you gonna make me make food?
And I've got crazy family walking around the house, but that's okay. Alright, so that's about half. A little more. The other part's good. We're going to take this back to our stand mixer.
Go.
Turn our mixer back on, and we're going to add 1/2 cup of cocoa powder to the remaining batter. Let this run for a minute, maybe turn it up. And we're just trying to whip out the remaining vanilla, replace it all with chocolate. We'll go ahead. And as usual, we're scraping the bowl. Sorry, camera. We'll just give it a little bit more. Give those last little bits. All right. So we'll move that. We'll head back over to our Dutch oven. And if you're looking, if you're looking down into our Dutch oven, we've got our chocolate mix now. Oops, a little bit there. That's okay. Can't do that in a professional kitchen. We can do it in your house.
Isn't that mandatory in your house?
Oh, it's absolutely mandatory in your house. Spoon to kind of help take the batter off of the scraper. I like using a rubber spatula because it helps you clean out the bowl really thorough. Now we take our mixed batter and we just give it a swirl back and forth one way, and then a swirl back and forth the other way. And then we're going to go ahead, take it outside, and bake it at 350. So I've set up my Dutch oven for cooking at 350, which for a 12-inch Dutch oven is 17 on top, 7 on bottom, 24 coals altogether. We're going to let this go starting at about 35 minutes, but it might take a little bit longer since we did not preheat our Dutch oven. All right, it has been about 35 minutes, and oh baby, that looks good. So we're going to check the inside, the center. If it comes out clean, we're good. It did. So get that off the heat. And we're going to go ahead and let that cool just a little bit before we get to enjoy them. So, there it is, ready to enjoy.
45 to an hour.
So good. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
Nope.
Yeah. Emma, you want to lick the bowl?
Sure.
Cool.
You bet I do. It's worthy of a fat man.